Okay. I have a new computer finally. Now I have to go find me on YouTube. So let's refresh that. Go to my channel. There we go. So I can watch the chat. Let's move this. I'm trying to do like 3 things at once on here. Let's minimize this. All right. So yeah, this here, this here. There we go. Now, one viewer, which is probably me because I just clicked on the thing. So yeah, I got my haircut. Looks horrible. Let me see. Go to research. Post it there. Now let's see. Let me go post a link. I was going to call this a haul video, but it's really just processing what I just bought. So. My channel. Let's do this. Spots. Share. Copy the link. Let's go back to. Okay, no viewers. So what does that mean? Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. I'm also working on my eBay stuff, so the chair's a little, so it's a little low. I don't mind all the junk in the background. All right, so let me go put this up on my page. One viewer, I don't know who that would be. Testing out I just finally went and bought a new computer. Got rid of the old dinosaur Windows 7 Vista, whatever the heck it was. Because it was not allowing me to do my work like I wanted. So, but yeah, we have one viewer. I am working through what I bought today. I got a pretty good deal too. I bought 21 items, I think, and I paid $25.90 and $25.95 before taxes, and so it averages out to like $1.23 an item with the discounts and stuff that I they had the half off certain tag colors and clearance tags for like $1.49. So I did pretty good. So, let's see. Say hello to anybody that might be in the chat. All right. Like I said, I am doing a working hangout. My buddy Teresa's on her way home. Got band practice this afternoon, so I'm going to be working till at least, I don't know, I don't even know what time it is. A couple hours. So, if anybody wants to come in and join. Charge. Oh, 2 viewers. Hello to whoever just came in to watch. Back down to 1 viewer. What does this do? Links. Yeah, I got the I got a new computer. I got the HP I think it's the 22 all-in-one. I love it. Because my old computer, I had the tower, the monitor, the printer, the label printer, external hard drive. I had all these cords under my desk. I had to have 2 different power surge strips. Now I'm down to 1 power surge strip. And with this one, you have the power cord itself, and then the mouse, keyboard, and the printer. So I did have a hard time getting my Dymo 450 set up on Windows 10 there at first, but I finally got it. I had to go to the Dymo webpage, and I started scrolling down to the very bottom, and a friend on one of our pages, Deb Bertha, she had just happened to put that on her page too, that I needed to do that, which is what I did. I went to the bottom of the page, went to the page itself, and went to customer support, but I didn't want to wait for them to call me or whatever, so I just started scrolling, and at the very bottom they had this like box, and it said something about Windows 10, and it said if you have this serial number on the bottom of your printer, you need to follow these steps in order to, I guess it kind of resets it. I don't know. It's kind of what I had to do is I had to unplug the power cord. I had to unplug the printer from the computer, unplug the power cord, unplug the printer from the Dymo from the computer, wait like 10 or 15 seconds, and then as I was plugging the power source back in, I had to hold the button on the front at the same time. So I did that, and as soon as the power got to it, it kicked on and spit out a label. So I was like, oh, cool. So I went into my computer, and it's now was recognizing it when I went to go print. I have to go in and set up every time I print a label. I have to go in and set the size and everything, but I'm fine with that. and I have to save it to my documents, which is what I already did with the old computer anyway. So I'm not, that's no big deal. So I can go through and basically print on or send on my shipping labels to my documents, and then when I'm ready to start shipping, I can just print them all off. Just hit start with which ones you want, then hit control, and go down and highlight all the ones you want, and then however many copies of each one you want, and hit print, and it'll spit them all out rather than having to do one by one. So it works out pretty good. I mean, it's an extra step here and there, but I'm okay with that. So, but yeah, I went thrift shopping today. I was totally out of inventory. I caught up on my work, and I said I've got to get more stuff listed, because when you don't list, you don't sell. So with it being such a busy weekend, getting the band ready for in 2 weeks, we've been cramming in as much practice as we can. That's why I haven't been doing any haul videos, or not haul videos, but hangouts here lately, because we've only got a short time left to get about 25-30 songs learned by the 21st of this month. So that's what I've been working on, and I'm switching over playing bass on probably 99% of the songs this time around, whereas normally I play rhythm guitar, and sing. But yeah, it's been crazy. So today was the first day I got to go thrift shopping. I wasn't going to go. I was going to sit on my computer and just end a bunch of old listings and then relist them. I thought, no, I want some inventory. I need some more stuff. And I'm glad I went, because I got a really nice pair of Asics. Can you see those? Great looking pair of Asics. Normally I don't pick these up, because a lot of times the backs are like crushed in. I don't know why that is, but I remember Deb from Pinching Pesos talking about these shoes. So I seen those, and they're in really, really nice condition. I think I had to pick out maybe a rock or two out of the bottom, but I got the draft wrote up. They will sell between $45 and $50, so I'm happy with that. I spent $25, so these shoes pretty much pays for the whole trip, so I'm good with that. So, but yeah, and I got some really cute coffee mugs, which normally I buy more than this. I only got 3. I've already got them processed to inventory, but I don't know if you can see that I got that light coming in the window right behind my computer, but it's a tall coffee mug. It's got a nice little lid. With Christmas not too far away, I thought, that'd be cute. Then I got this. This is too cute. This is all hand painted from the Yokohama studios. I'll have it on for like $25, so it's pretty cute. It's, fine porcelain. Never seen one like it, but now I know what to look for that. And then this one, I had to pick it up only because it's also fine porcelain. I don't know if you can see that. This is Vietnam, Saigon. It's the Opera House, Saigon Opera House. It's all hand painted. The logo on it's the Mean Long coffee mug. So all 3 of these coffee mugs will be. The Santa Claus will probably be on for $18. The other 2 I'm going to list for like $25 a piece. So, so who's all in here? Anybody I know? So I'm watching I got 3 things going on here. I got my internet, or I've got a tab open for my for my eBay that I'm working on. I've got a tab open for my Hangout here, so I can see the video and watch the chat. And or I've got the YouTube opened over here, so I can watch the chat window. And I could never have done this with that old dinosaur of a computer I had. So, but yeah, I'm working through my eBay stuff, or items I got today. Brooks Brothers. I always pick up at Brooks Brothers. This is a really nice classic It's 100% Supima cotton. Check your label. People, the guys love these Supima cotton Brooks Brothers. I mean, I sell them all the time. I sold 2 of them just the other day. So I mean, it's like, wow, it's crazy. All right, how do they get that in there? How in the world do they get those in there sometimes? It just baffles me how they get these tags, these little plastic things, to do what they do sometimes. Then you gotta fight to get them out. Oh, nope, I don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, this is a nice shirt. So, all right. So let's see, we have 2 viewers. We had 3. Where's everybody at? Must be all busy working on their eBay stuff, or their Amazon, or their Etsy. How's the sound? If you can hear me, okay, put it over in the chat. And don't be shy. Oh well. Someone will come in sooner or later, I guess. Like I said, I'm only going to be here for a couple hours. I doubt if I'll be able to work through. I might be able to work through all this. I don't know. We'll see. I actually need to put these in the long sleeve. I've got different books for different. Oh, there it is. Different books for different, like clothing, like my long sleeve clothing. I have a long sleeve inventory. That way I'm not going through 15. Well, I just started doing it this way just a couple months ago. So just makes it easier. All right. Well, if you're just joining, I'm Laurie. I'm the Thrifty Picker. If you've never watched me before, that's who I am. Some of you already have. I am working on my eBay. Let's go there. So I'll be coming and going. I need to go check on my dogs here in a little bit. Teresa should be home soon. She took half a day off. She got to come home and do her schooling. So. Sure. You know, those of you that do self-clothing on eBay, something I found out, or that actually I come across, my daughter left a flat iron here for her hair. And I had a collar on a shirt the other day that just would not, it just didn't look good. I'd steam it and steam it and steam it, and I couldn't, it just wouldn't lay right. So I went in there, I got that flat iron. And oh, it was perfect. It gave it a perfect, nice looking collar. So if you have a flat iron lying around, or if you find one at the thrift shop, get one. It's great for shirts. Cuffs, you can use it, to press the cuffs. It's really nice. Rather than having to get the whole iron out, whole big giant ironing board and all that, you can just use that flat iron, which some people might already know that, but I didn't. And I found out on my own. So, I'm just going to continue to work here. I figure people pop in and out here shortly anyway, so This is a, which I gotta go bring up my, if you in the chat for a minute, I gotta go bring up my eBay page because I need to do a draft here. Brooks Brothers Classic. Alright. 1735. So let's go. Let's put yellow. Put the color in there. Search. I love the cell like one like this feature because it pretty much fills everything in for you already. All you have to do is go in and make it the changes based on the size of your shirt. Which was classic. So we're going to take this out. Classic. Sleeve size 1735. Let's see, store categories. I'm not ignoring you if you're chatting. I just have my eBay window open right now, so because I'm writing up a draft here real quick. Pre-owned. Just a few. If you do the sell one like this, make sure you go through and make the necessary changes because you don't want the wrong size shirt or anything like that. Classic. But front long sleeve yellow. Alright, pre-owned. Very nice. Buttons, measurements. Absolutely love this new computer. My old one, I sure as heck would not have been able to have 3 different windows open. I was barely able to open one window and get it to work properly. 4.5. So 24. Length. Three. Inch. So I like doing it this way. That way, all I got to do, what I've done, is I've already gotten 5 drafts wrote up. Because then all I got to do is go back and take pictures. Areas. Staging area. So that one's done. No, not completely. It's just going to be ready for. All right. Go down here. Fixed price. Cancel. Best offer. And like I said, if you're just joining, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't have my chat window up right now. I'm finishing up this draft here. What are you doing, Tanner? My dog. Got to keep an eye on him. He has a slipped disc in his neck. Poor little fella. I had to take him to the animal hospital a few weeks back because he wasn't able to hardly walk, and every time he'd do something, he still just the two of you, huh? So who's in here? Anybody? Just me, I guess. It's probably just where I have it open in 2 different windows, and I open it on my phone. Close. Let's see what happens when I close that. Let's see. Well, I hope some people show up. We'll see. Sorry, I have ADHD, so I shouldn't be. My nephew tagged me in something. Yeah, I'm like that dog from Up. Squirrel, oh, you know. Picked this up today. This is a Tommy Bahama. I always get Tommy Bahamas. It's got the. No, I thought it had wooden. This one don't have it. I thought it had the wooden buttons. But yeah, this is the Tommy Bahama. I love the way that his clothing feels. This is 100% silk, 2X. Always do really well with the larger clothing. I was looking on Facebook yesterday, and somebody from I think it was called I think it was Thrifty World or the Thrifting Lord. I can't remember which group it was, but a lady had found a pair of jeans that were size 72 by 38, and I thought, oh my word, I whoever owned those pants could not have had a great life growing up. I feel bad. Those I mean, I'm hoping they, of course, because I was big too, so I know what it's like. I've lost 80 some pounds in the last year and a half, mostly because I want to be around for my grandchild. But anybody that watched my last live hangout, you heard my story and how after I hurt my back and had to have all that cage put in there and couldn't work anymore, couldn't do my job after 22 years. I fell into that depression. I got ballooned up like a Macy's Day float because I didn't do nothing. And then I found this new way of doing eBay, selling clothing and shoes and stuff like that. I'm not going to bore you with that story again unless you want to hear it. Let's see. I saw your post in the group. Congrats to losing the weight. The battle. It is very hard, and I'm still going at it. I still have about 40 more pounds to go before my doctor will leave me alone. I mean, she's proud of me, but it took me years. It took a few years to put that weight on, and it's been taking longer, I think, to take the weight off. But depression is no fun, and especially when you're used to working and the work that I did, I would go in and I'd have to be there at 4 a.m. to open the plant up, to get all the schedules out to the production floor for all the team leaders, plus what I had to do because I was the first one there. I was next in line for the assistant production manager seat, basically. So I was just one step down from that. So pretty much I was what they call the senior team leader, where all the other team leaders basically worked under me. I was in charge of them as well. So I always had to make sure all the departments were running like they should be. Not just my department. I had my own department too. But and then when you can't do that anymore, you're like, what do I do? How do I contribute to the household? Well, I went on a low carb diet, which I have low blood sugar, so that kind of didn't work out really well because I lost the weight, but I was tired all the time because my sugar was always so low because I wasn't giving my body enough, carbs to compensate the low blood sugar. So now I'm on a calorie diet. I can eat what I want. I just count my calories. I put myself on a 1,200 a day calorie diet. I've got an app. I go to Planet Fitness. It's working for me. I just eat what I want. I have a budget of how many calories I can have in a day, and I stick to it. It's hard, especially Planet Fitness where I live is in one of the old malls, pretty much shut down. So they put a Planet Fitness in there, and right across the damn parking lot is a KFC. So every time you get out of your car, you're smelling KFC. I was like, oh, really? So, I mean, if that is not a challenge, I don't know what is. And I haven't gone in yet. I just go straight in and do my work. I'm like, who put that? Who thought of that? You know how good KFC smells? Oh, my God. And then there's just down the road, there's a Bob Evans, there's a O'Charlie's, there is a Gold Corral. So, I mean, you got all these challenges right there. It's like if I can get past all these and go in there and do my workout and go home, I've done good. This is a nice Tommy Bahama shirt. I went thrift shopping today. It's the first chance I got to go. I'm not going to be doing a hangout very long. I got at least until, give or take, 3 o'clock that I can be on, because I have band practice tonight. We've got just the 21st. That is 2 weekend, or not this weekend, but next weekend. Yeah. And we're still not completely ready yet. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. And me, I've switched over to learning the bass, so it's all new to me, where I'm used to playing, rhythm guitar. Oh, I forgot to put that shirt on. That was at Brooks Brothers. So, let's see, Brooks Brothers. Classic. Supima. Cotton. Yeah. I know one thing with yeah, it is a lifestyle change, and I got tired of. I've got a grandson now. He's 3. 2, and I plan on sticking around to watch him grow up. He's my only grandchild, other than I have kind of like a step grandchild, because my son, who's my grandchild's father, is with some other girl. It's a long story, and she has a child, and so I kind of have 2, but it's one of those situations. So I figure I don't get to see him as often as I would like to, because it's just one of those situations where his mother only wants to bring him around if my son is here, because she still thinks that they're going to get back together again, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't fight for custody. I mean, it's just a really long story, so I don't get to see my grandson. But when I do, I want to be able to. I want to be able to get out there and play with him, and go to the park with him and do all kinds of fun stuff with him. So that's part of my motivation. And I just really enjoy my life right now. I just, ever since finding this new way of doing eBay, it's just like rejuvenated. It just it put a fire back under my ass is what it did. The same fire I had when I worked in manufacturing, I have it back. And in order for me to be productive, I have to be able to get out and do that stuff. Like I said, I have a cage built in my spine and my back. I can't do a whole lot of stuff, but I can go to a thrift shop. I can buy clothing. I can sit here and I can list it and take pictures of it and make money. It's, not always an easy thing to do, but I mean, I have good days and bad days. There'll be days when I can't even hardly get up out of bed because of my back. And now I've got a bad MCL ligament in my knee, but I just keep working through that because I'm like I said, I got ADHD. I'm constantly wanting to do stuff. So that's how I knew I had a problem. When I did not want to get up out of my chair, I didn't even care if I got out of bed. Making it to my chair to watch TV was a feat of its own. Something's got to change. I finally found that spark, and that's what I like. And that's what some people might call this a hobby. To me, it's not. It's my job, and it makes me feel like I'm contributing back to the household again. It's not, I have, money coming in. I was able to buy me a truck. Something I've been wanting, because I had an old jalopy Ford Ranger. I have a 95 Jeep Grand Cherokee that's been setting probably 2 years. It doesn't run. I didn't have the money to fix it. And then my other truck started breaking down. So it's like, am I going to keep putting money into these things that are nickel and diming me, or do I just want to go get another vehicle? Well, eBay's allowed me to do that, to justify that payment. So, yeah, it does. It does give you that flexibility. I don't even think, what did I do yesterday? I don't even remember what I did yesterday. That's pretty bad. Oh, I packaged up all my souls. Yeah, yeah, I packaged up all my souls. So, oh, but as far as inventory, I didn't have anything to do. I had to go buy some more. Yeah. All right. All right, we have a Tommy Bahama. This is a silk, 100% silk long sleeve, but I love the way these feel. I picked up two Tommy Bahamas today. One was this long sleeve button front, and the other one was like a polo, kind of, sort of. All right, I got to go write up a draft for this. So if I don't respond to chat, that is why. I don't know if you're just joining. I finally bought a new computer. I no longer have the old dinosaur 7 Vista Home, whatever, that wouldn't allow me hardly do anything. I went and got the HP 22 all-in-one. So, and I'm super happy with it. I spent all day Monday basically trying to figure out how to get my label printer to work with it, which I finally did. So yesterday I spent the day packaging everything I sold over the weekend. So, and today I went thrift shopping. So, and I'm we're working through that. So, all right, I'll be back. I'm going to pop over to my eBay drafting page here. So just chat amongst yourselves. And how does it sound, by the way? Does it sound okay? I don't, other than I can hear myself talking, but I don't know what it sounds like as far as the audio on the screen or that you guys are getting. So, 5 viewers. Hi, everybody. Let me pop over here and create this draft. Let's see. Let's go see if there's one like it. And so. I'll be right back. I gotta take this. Hello? I'm gonna hang you up. Hey, everyone, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. That was my trusty sidekick, Teresa. Let's see. Button front. Silk. Size. XXL. Let me see. Use. Oh. Some people might think eBay's market for Tommy Bahama is flooded, but I still pick them up and I still do really well with them. Let's see. Oh, that looks like it almost right there. Pretty daggone close. Look at that. Check the chat. All right, good. I just seen where it says sounds great. Awesome, awesome. Or awesome sauce, as the commercials say. Yeah, that's pretty close to mine. Oh no, the design is a little bit different. Okay, well, I have a nosy cat. He wants to try to get into everything. Pain in the butt sometimes. He's old. He's like 15. All right, so Tommy Bahama is cotton silk. Oh, cotton blend. We don't want a cotton blend. Mine's pure silk. Let's see. There we go, right here. We're gonna hit sell one like that. I love that feature. I don't know if anybody else, I'm sure a lot of people use it, but it just seems to save so much time. Tommy Bahama men's long sleeve button front shirt size. Yep, works for me. I even like the title. Let's see. It just seems to save so much time, and you just go through and change what needs to be changed. So solid. It's not really solid because it doesn't. Oh yeah, I guess it does. And striped. All right. Nice. Oops. So where is everybody from? I am from Mason, Ohio, which is about 25 to 30 minutes north of Cincinnati. We're in, I'm kind of in between, I'm actually in the township. I'm on the outskirts of Mason and Lebanon and Monroe because that's kind of where I'm at. And right now we're probably 70 some odd degrees. That's one thing about Ohio. Our weather is so jabberwocky it's halftime. You can go through all 4 seasons in 1 week. It's like you don't know whether to wear snow boots or flip flops from one day to the next. It's crazy. Wow, 28 inches. Length. Let's see if I get all these processed before I have to go, but if I don't, it's fine because I can just finish it up tomorrow. 25 inch. Oh, I love this computer. Everything's so fast. I don't have to sit and wait. It would be ridiculous. It would probably take me 15, 20 minutes just to do one draft because I would have to wait for this to load or that to load or this. It was crazy. I got to canceled. I could go more on that, but I'm not going to, considering the profit I'm going to make off of these. Like I said, I bought 21 items. And with it being, it was, let's see, 50% off one color, and then Then they had another color tag that was everything was $1.49. So that's usually that's what I go and look for. I think the only thing I paid full price on was the shoes, and I only paid $4 for them. So, and they were the Asics Gel Cumulus 18 shoes. Keep an eye out for those. You can get some decent money with those as long as they're in really good condition, which those look like they had only been worn inside, probably on the treadmill, because they look, there's no mud, no dirt, no scuffing on it. Just probably from them walking from their car to the fitness area or something is about what I would guess. Because normally I got to take a few minutes and clean shoes really good, but those I just had to get a few rocks out of the tread, and that was it. There it is. Yeah, I really like this screen. I don't have to squint as much. I'm sorry about the glare, but there's like a window right behind my computer, and I know my glasses are probably glaring, but I like to be able to look outside when I'm working. Cool. Lancaster. I think I've ever been to Lancaster per se, but I've heard of it, of course. Oh, yeah, there's another one drafted. Let's see. Oh, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. I got a notification that Jennifer, that you subscribed. Thank you very much. I don't have very many, but I cherish everyone I have. Which my bestie, Teresa, she says these hangouts are the best thing for me because I like to talk. And she said, "Do you make sure you warn them that you have ADHD?" I was like, "Yes." I had ADD probably before doctors even actually call it that. It was hyperactivity. I had severe hyperactivity disorder. I would escape my room, my house, when I was just a little bitty thing. They'd have to come looking for me. I'd be outside in the middle of winter in my big wheel with just a diaper on, a coat, and snow boots, and snow boots, riding my big wheel in the snow. Shirt. XXL until 1735. Size XXL. Yeah, average out $1.23 per item. That's not too bad. Go live sometime. It's fun. I mean, I can't say I'm shy. I mean, I do. I used to be when I was real little. Oh, this is a nice. If you haven't heard of Bugatti Uomo, he's got some really, or she, I don't know if it's male or female, he's got some really nice looking clothing. I do really well with Bugatti as well. Yeah, Bugatti Uomo. This is, I'm trying to see if it's silk. Feels like it could be a silk blend. This is just like a polo, short sleeve polo. Nope, it is 100 mercerized cotton. Kind of felt like a silk. That's a nice looking polo. That up because I normally find Bugatti Uomo dress shirts, long sleeve dress shirts. This is the first polo I have found, so I need to find out what's going on the collar too. I can go to that. I'll have to find out what they're going for. Search that. It's nice. Nice shirt. So we're back down to 4 watchers. We had 5. Ooh. Oh, let's see. Let's go check out what Bugatti Uomo. Uomo. Not too bad. I would have figured it would have gone for more than that. Well, that one went for pretty decent. So this is this. This is an extra large. Let's see. You ever notice when you're doing a search on eBay, not all the time does it have the option to select new or used? I wonder why that is. Let's see, completed. Let's see what we got here. Hey, that's not too bad. I don't like that one. This shirt's on there twice. Not mine, but somebody. It's identical photos. One sold for 13, the other one for 18. I mean, identical photos. So they must have 2 of the same shirt. It's not a stripe. That was more of a geometric shaped pattern. Oh, there we go. That one went for 28, so I'll probably run this one for like 25. And that one went for 28. Sounds like my neighbor's home. I hear Harley pulling up here. Boom, 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 boom. He used to be real clean shaven, nice looking guy. Older guy. He's a few years old. He's about 10 years older than me, give or take. And gray hair, real pretty blue eyes. He gets a Harley. Now he's a scruffy looking, bushy bearded dude. Wears Harley Davidson biker boots with cut off jeans. It's funny. He really took on the role of a biker dude. Now let's sell one like this. Bugatti Men's. This is like a blue, green, gray. No. Would you call that no, not that one. Would you call that a Argyle print? I mean, it's kind of like it. Kind of looks like it to me. It's just reminds me of the Argyle socks. I think I'm going to go with the Argyle because I like. Let's see. Let's go blue, green, blue, green, green, blue, green. Let's say Argyle. Argyle. Extra L. Short sleeve. Size XL. Other men's clothing and shoes. Pre-owned. This is what I call this a geometric. There's no sleeve, polo, short sleeve, multicolor. Oh. There's an option for I wonder why they don't all have that. We can have the measurements in to the specifics. Sorry. Don't even think about it. Go. Those aren't for you. Go away. You ever notice, if you have a cat, that every time you bring something new into the house, they think it's theirs, they want to lay all over. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Sneaky little booger. Sneaky little booger. Oh, same. Oh. Shirt. Let's see. Cancel. Best offer. I'm going to keep remembering to hit select best offer because it's a small little box. You know, I don't even know why they even have that on here where you can select that you don't accept returns, because 9 times out of 10, eBay's going to make you take that item back. Unless you have a really, really good reason why you shouldn't. Okay. Hey, fishing and picking. How you doing? Just sitting here working through the stuff I bought today. And you just joined, so guess what? I got a new computer. Finally. Yay! No more fighting with the dinosaur. Whew. I give it to Teresa. She put it out in the bar for karaoke. Another really nice shirt, just as a Tommy Hilfiger, and I still buy Tommy Hilfiger. I still sell them as, nice looking shirts. I even went out. You talking about going out of your comfort zone, Jennifer? I went out of mine. I bought what looks like a prom dress and something else. I only buy women's stuff when it's eye catching, and because some female customers, I would like to get my hands on them. It's like, oh, why do I bother? I don't know why I sell women, because we women are picky. Well, I'm not so much, because I just like jeans and t-shirt. That's what I'm comfortable in. That's what I wear. I only dress up if it's a wedding or a funeral. Most generally, I stay comfortable. But you got women out there that like to dress to the nines every day. So I'm hoping I don't. But for $1.23 for each of the items, I really can't complain. But that dress caught my eye not because of its color, but its pattern. Because it's a solid color, but I don't even know how to describe it. Let me show you. Let me dig it out of here. It's this. I used to know what they called this. It's like a pleat. I mean, it's all the way down a dress for the most part. So, I mean, it's a really pretty dress. I would never wear anything like this. I wouldn't wear this even when I was skinny enough to wear it. But it looks like a prom dress. I mean, and I never even heard of I heard the Papel name before, but it's Adriana Papel. It's an evening dress, a size 10. I was probably a size 10 when I was 10. At least it don't smell like, it looks like a short little cocktail dress, so to speak. But I don't, can you see that? It's got that. It's like a ribbing. I don't even know what to call it. It's got that down the back, and it's got it in the front, and it kind of gathers. So, but yeah, and it was a yellow tag. It was $1.49. So, but actually, I paid $1.23 because what I do when I buy a lot of items, I'll just count how many items and divide it into the subtotal to give me a cost per item rather than going 50 cents for this one. It gives me an average. It's easier for me to work with, and of course, it just makes it so much easier that way. Classic fit. Cool. Tommy Bahama. Classic fit. Let's see, that was the Bugatti Uomo. Short sleeve. Men's. Argyle. Print. Pivot. Size. Size 1, 2, 3. Oh, doing good. Right on, right on, right on. This is 20. Figure. Yes. Classic. You see what this classic fit? So what's everybody else working on? I got a pile of clothes I'm working through that I bought today. Short sleeve. Down front. Size. I like the color of this shirt. I'm not pink, but that's not completely pink. Excellent. I've never been a fan of pink. Oh, sounds like Teresa's home. The dog's starting to bark. She must start corridor rules with me and Teresa. See how, I don't know if you can see that, but see how sometimes the gig line will roll over on you like that on a shirt right here? I found that if you use, crap, where did it go? Oh, there it is. It's buried. I had this issue with the collar. My daughter left this flat iron. These are great for fixing your gig lines or your collars or your shirts without having to get out the whole big iron and stuff. So she won't miss it. She got like 3 of them. She left one here one night, so I kept it. So it'll come in handy on that gig line right there. And if you wonder why I call it a gig line, my dad was a Marine. I was in the Air Force Reserve, so that's what we called it. We had to have our gig line straight with our top of our buckle, and then our tie. I had that kind of like arrow-shaped tie. Everything had to be in alignment. I haven't been in alignment for years. All right. Let's go see what we got here. So let's go check another. I love this. I got 4 different windows open. That other computer would have never done that. Let me go check on this one. Bigger. Oops. Good. Get, scram. Oh, he's such a butthead. Of all the places in this house he could go, he wants to always try to get up under my desk. And it drives me insane. Because he knows I can't stand it. Well, not going for a ton of money, but for what I paid for it, I'm still going to make a decent profit off, even if I only sell it for $15. So, oh no, that's the exact same shirt right there. think. Oh, no. Never mind. Every mind is what my niece used to say. She couldn't say her ends yet. So she'd get aggravated with it. She'd say, oh, every mind. She was so funny. Is this cotton? Made in Bangladesh. Where are you? Where are you, cotton? What are you days? Ha! This still has like a tag in it that says remove before wearing or cleaning. And it feels like it's got one of those magnetic strippy thingies in it. Should I take it off or leave it? It has scissors on it, so you can cut it. I hate when I cannot read the tag. The writing is so small. My eyes are getting horrible. Let's see that. You would think it would have nowhere on here does it say anything about it being caught. It's got 3 tags on it. Oh, duh. Never mind. Found it. It was just so small I couldn't see it. Yes, it is cotton. So let us use this one. So this. Yeah, I love the. Let's see, time for lens. Someone like this feature, customers in choice size. Saves a whole lot of time, especially if you're not sure what to put in the title. Clothing and shoes, premium, regular, XL. That's a pink. Oh, who's got pink? Solid. Now she's home. Peanut gallery is working. I can hear my dog's bark resonating from our bass drum out there. I got a set of drums out in the living room. Well, in the sunken part of the living room, sunken room. Oh. Ouch. Oh. ish. Turn this over just a little bit. Let's see. I have no permissions to look at that. So what's everybody else working on today? Anything special? Packing or all that goodness? I don't know about you all, but I like doing the hangouts. It seems like I get more done. I don't know why. I think I wouldn't have another Tommy Hilfiger. Mostly. This is Tommy Hilfiger. I shall be right back. Two things to check on real quick. They're outside on the porch. Mel ain't drained them yet. Right, yeah. How we doing in here? You guys having fun? Okay, I need to step outside with my puppies, or try to get them to go outside. So I shall return. Oh, we got back outside. Oh, All right, all right, all right. Oh, did I miss anything? Oh. Okay, let's see what we got here. Right now. I'm in here. I'm in here. Okay, I'm back. That's your day job, huh? No fun, no fun. Well, maybe someday eBay will be your day job. My dog's running up and down the hallway. For what reason, I have no idea. Probably chasing the cat. This is cotton. Yep. Men's clothing and shoes. Really? Are you still on that? Uh-huh. It's down here. Okay. I'm just writing up a draft for this. I'm gonna go to the store. Oh, okay. Maroon spelled with 2 R's or 1? You know what you gotta do if you do that? Yep. Go away. My dog hates it when people leave. He barks. He's so weird. Go away. Don't stand there in the hallway and bark. That's rude. Go lay down. Go on. He's rotten. My dog, she runs up and down, up and down, up and down the hallway. She weighs like 6 pounds, but she sounds like a horse when she does it. Yeah. Didn't find any pearl snaps today. Normally I find a lot of western pearl snaps, but I didn't find any today. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, I know how to paying the bills. But eBay helps. There's another one done. And another one done. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go here soon. Picked up a few polo shirts, Ralph Lauren. I always buy those, especially if they're, odd colors or designs or something. Hi, Bama. What are you doing, chasing the cat? Hmm? I went to the bins. We had a new one open a couple months ago. I wasn't impressed with it. It was very big. I think there maybe, if I had to sit and count, maybe a total of 20 to 25 bins, mostly all clothing, which is fine because I don't mind digging through for clothing, but the hype, you know, they did promoting it, you think it was this humongous place, and it's not. There was nothing. Oh, man. Oh, well. Let's see if we still sell it. Discoloration on the pits, which I don't know if there's a way to get that out or not. It's the only bad thing about the thrift shop I go to. The lighting in it is horrible. Sometimes it's a hit or miss type thing. Custom fit. I hate when you do that. You put in your search item, long sleeve polo shirt, and it gives me all the Oxfords, Ralph Lauren Oxfords. It's not what I asked for. So I guess I will be creating this listing from scratch rather than using the sell one like this option. Style. Oh, Lordy days. I think the temperature dropped here like 10 degrees since I got home. I stepped outside and I was like, oh my goodness, it was hot this morning. Now it's like sweatshirt weather. But that's, like I said, that's Ohio weather for you. It changes drastically from one minute to the next sometimes. And I usually keep my air conditioning on till the end of October because of hot flashes and whatnot. But I think I can actually turn it off and open the windows for a while now. Of course, that's one bad thing about having dogs. When you open the windows, they hear everything and they bark. They hear a gnat fart and they're barking. Tanner, his bark resonates through my head like a screwdriver going through my ears. I don't know what it is about his bark and not the other two, but something about it just drives me insane. I got more done than I thought I would get done today. My belly's growling. I'm going to have to go get me something to eat here in a little bit. Excuse me. And get that one done. Hey, that's pretty good. You pay 60 cents and make 20 bucks off of it. That's not bad at all. I like those kind of returns. ROIs or whatever they call it, return on investment. I buy chaps, Ralph Lauren too, or just plain chaps. There's a Yarmouth. Especially when they were accompanied with Ralph Lauren, I always did good with those. I can't believe it shows the number. I got a couple different Ralph Lauren's today. Clothing and shoes is probably my #1 sellers, but I also do coffee mugs and the TV plug and plays. Those are, I always do good with those here, but I haven't been able to find any here lately, which normally I used to find them all the time. But I also do like baseball caps and stuff like that if it's something really neat. I just sold picked two vintage Stetson beaver pelt cowboy hats with the feathers, like the Tom Petty, but Richard Petty style. And sold one for 60. The other one's on for like 100 and some because it's older. I think I got it on for 150. Got some watchers on, so I'm hoping it sells. And I still buy a bunch of other, mostly things that I know is going to sell. But I got rid of a big chunk. Hi, Robin. What's happening? Not much. Just hanging out. Doing a hangout. Got me a new computer, so I'll do a working hangout. See how well this one does. But yeah, finally went and sprung for a new computer. I got rid of the dinosaur. I think I forgot to put that. Yep, I did. So I got one of those HP all-in-ones, and I love it. I'll be here for just a little while longer because I got the band coming over. We got band practice tonight, so. Size large. Ralph Lauren. What's up with you, Robin? Our view of you is different too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of move around the office. It's the same office, just different location. I was over there in the corner, over here. That's where I had my laptop last time. So, but I had my PC right here where this one's at now. So, but I got rid of that old thing. I give it to Teresa. She took it out to the barn to use for karaoke when we have our parties. Oh yeah. 16, 32, 33. I went to the thrift shop today and bought some more items. So yeah, that's all that back there. Majority of it is my jewelry making stuff. My sister and I also make handmade jewelry. So there's all the different I got those little organizers on the wall at home. Normally sitting there for nuts and bolts, but I got beads and whatnot in there. You never know what you find in there. Yeah. So new scented oil warmers. If I come across a Scentsy, like the tart warmers, I'll pick those up and sell them, especially if there's something very unique. But I don't too often. I did sell have a big bunch of items in my store, and then when I cut everything in half and decided to go with what sells best, I got rid of a lot of stuff in the yard sale. And then what I didn't sell, I donated to the church, so for their rummage sale. It helps pay their taxes. It's Teresa's mom and dad's church. Her dad's a pastor, so I told them whatever they can get out of it, it's fine with me. I can keep it as long as it wasn't taking up space in my spot anymore. So. Oh, yeah, I'm loving this new computer. I can do the Google Hangout page. Then I opened Yahoo and Chrome so I can watch the chat, and then I have the other internet page Internet Explorer page for my eBay. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. So I'm writing my drafts as I'm doing this. So I have to keep going back and checking the chat. But yeah, I got 21 items today. I spent $25.95, I think it was, which averaged out about $1.23 an item. And I picked up a pair of ASIC tennis shoes, and they sell for about $50. So those shoes, pretty much half of what I make off those shoes covers what I bought today. So everything else is profit after fees and shipping. So I'm happy with that. Cowboy boots, Angels tie. Oh, okay, cool. Is it Cincy or just an off-brand, or? I know I've got one that's Ohio State. You can see that's just my Go Bucks. So I know that looks like a mess back here, but I know where everything is. Believe it or not. Organized chaos. Organized chaos. I'm gonna go over here and put these up. We got this is a gray plaid. Fishing and picking was in there earlier. I don't know where he went. He's probably hiding in the corner with his wrench. 16 233. I used to drop ship with it was a company called SMC. It's called Specialty Merchandise Corporation. But I also learned that everybody and their brother was doing the same thing, because I used to do flea markets. I was ordering stuff and taking it to flea markets and trying to sell it. And there for a while I was doing pretty good. And then I started noticing all these other booths popping up that had the same kind of stuff. So that kind of, I was like, Same deal with eBay. They're on eBay too, so I quit messing with them at SMC. Oh, I'm starting to get sleepy. It's not because I'm tired, it's because I did not eat any breakfast and I had a pack of crackers for lunch. When you have low sugar like me, you get sleepy. But I guess I'd rather have low sugar than high sugar, be diabetic or whatever. Of course, one's just as bad as the other, I think. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you're diabetic, you're pretty much damned if you do eat, because you got to watch what you eat. If you're low sugar, if you don't eat, you're in trouble. But I've always been like that. I get busy doing stuff and I forget to eat. I've done that for years. That's because I don't want to stop what I'm doing to go take the time to get something to eat. Isn't that bad? Oh, I'm going to change that title too. I swear if I didn't know any better, I'd think that was my son's girlfriend out there. She called me the other night, and she's very different. She's had a rough life. She's bipolar, anxiety. She suffers from anxiety, and she's a little simple-minded. I like her. Don't get me wrong, but she went to work at the local Pizza Hut in town, or in town where she lives, and she called me the other night saying that they were trying to kidnap her, that the owners were trying to kidnap her. And um, and I said, "What do you mean they're trying to kidnap you?" And they said, "Well, the owner wanted her to come in an hour and a half early, and then said she sat there for a half hour and waited. He come in and said, I need to take you to one of the other stores." And she's like, "Well, can't I have my boyfriend do it," which is my son? And he said, "No, I have to do it." And she said, "He's a foreigner." And she said she didn't feel comfortable around him to begin with, but when she got in his car, she noticed that his GPS said CVG on it, which is our Covington area, Kentucky. It's the airport. And she says she started feeling really nervous, and she said that's not the way to Mason. She says, "I know how to get to Mason." And she says, "Because my boyfriend's mom lives in Mason." And she says, "That's not the way." He says, "Don't worry about that." And so she started feeling really uneasy, and she jumped out of the car, and he come chasing after her, and she just kept running. And instead of calling the police, she calls me, saying that she thinks that they were trying to kidnap her, and there was a guy outside the car, and she says she thought he had a knife, blah blah, all kinds of stuff. And so I talked to my son. I said, "What's going on?" He says she come in because she's within walking distance of where she lives. She said she come running in here, scared to death that they're trying to kill her. She's locked all the doors, all the windows, and she said that was a car driving by, back and forth, trying to get her. I said, "Call the police." Because in this area I think we've got 8 women missing. Only one of them's an older lady, but the rest of them are all young girls. And they're talking about it being a human trafficking thing, where they're abducting these girls and taking them to different countries to be sex slaves or whatever. So she called the police, and at first they were blowing it off until she went into detail about what he did. And within 2 minutes, there was a squad car at her door wanting descriptions and all that. So I don't know if there's any truth to it. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know, because she's different. And she flips out over the slightest little thing. And so, but she's a good girl. She's just simple-minded and touched, as they would say back down south, but a bit touched. So, but it may have happened. So now she won't go back to work. She's afraid to go back to work. And so I said, "Well, if you feel that scared, don't." I said, "Don't do it." So, but it may have actually did happen that way. She might have actually almost become a victim of, what's going on. So we just had another one turn up missing. I think it was last week, from Middletown area. Young girl missing. So, but it's happening. It's not just here. I'm sure it's happening everywhere. Hey, Robin, hand here. Tell me what this design is on this. Would you call that ribbed, ruffled? I picked this up for $1.23. It's a Adriana Papel evening dress. I thought it was cute. I thought for that price, why not? But I'm not sure how to describe that. I didn't wear anything like this when I was in high school. Mine were all just solid. They didn't have any real designs or prom dresses. I know what a ruffle is, but would that be like a pleated ruffle? I don't know. I mean, at first I thought it was severely wrinkled, but it caught my eye, and I thought, well, for $1.23, well, it was actually a clearance because it's got the yellow tag, so it was $1.49. But like I said earlier, the way I do my purchasing is when I buy a lot of clothing or buy a lot of items, I'll just divide the quantity into the subtotal to give me an average on what I spend, and then I add the tax for each item. Ruched, R-U-C-H-E-D, Ruched. That's what that is. Oh, let's see. That's going to have to go in this book now. I've never heard that term. And Trace is back. Who needs a doorbell? I have 3 that bark. Let's see. Ruched. There's the front. Ruched. Excuse me. Well, let's go see what it will bring. I've never even heard of it. Huh? Size 10. Let's see, buy it now. Wow, let me hang on. That looks like it right there. It is $50. Well, no, I take that back. Not $50. It is $49.99 new, so we're looking at about $20 used. Huh. Give or take. Wrap, shutter, pleat, dress. Need to add ruched in there. But yeah, that's it. That is definitely the same dress. Let me see. Look at it and see. It's a darker color, but that's it. Ruched. Yep, same type of dress. Yep, just different color. That's black. Oh, that's new with tags too. They got lucky. Well, I still have an eye for fashion, even though I'm no longer a teeny bopper. Where you go. Someone like this. Let's see, we're not gonna. Let's see. Well, they're going $49.99 used, so I'm looking at maybe 25 or $49.99 new with tags. So I'm probably gonna go with like 25 or 28. See what happens. The same size too. The only difference is it was a black one instead of it. This is more like a gray. Isn't it funny how sometimes when you're out shopping, you just spot something and think, hey, that looks kind of neat. I think I can sell that. And it was just based on how it looked. I didn't even, like I said, I don't even know who Adriana Papel is. The last thing I sold had the name Papel on was a coffee mug. Great. I couldn't wear anything like that. It looked like a can of Busted Biscuits if I were to try to wear something like that. All right. See you later. I'm going to be getting off here in a little bit too. I got to go get me something to eat. I'm probably going to finish getting the measurements for this dress and finish up this draft and get something to eat before the band gets here. It's almost 3 o'clock anyway, so I said 3:30. So finish up my work here. Get this draft finished up. Pre-owned. I don't know about wrap. Let's go. Roast. Yes. Cocktail dress. This is gray. Pre-owned. Very cute. Dress. Let's see. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items drafted today. And I'm going to have to get off here and get it going. So I'll probably be back on sometime tomorrow. Finish up what I'm working on. So I'm going to close down the show. Thanks for all of you that come and hung out with me and worked with me today and helped me answer a few questions on stuff I wasn't sure. Roused. So I will be back sometime tomorrow after everybody else has had their working hangout. So thanks for coming by, and I will see you all later. So y'all have a good evening. Bye.